After 4 bloody years, the Union defeated the Confederacy to win the Civil War and abolished slavery. Enslaved people embraced freedom through Juneteenth. Juneteenth is a combination of the word June and 19th, which commemorates the day when the last enslaved people in the South were finally set free. Juneteenth is a day to celebrate the end of slavery and to reflect on our country's pursuit of equality. On January 1, 1863, during the American Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, a document that declared that all persons held as slaves within the rebellious areas are, and henceforward shall be free. Although the Emancipation Proclamation was official more than 2 years prior, a lack of Union troops in the rebel state of Texas made the order difficult to enforce. Some historians blame the lapse in time on poor communication in that era, while others believe Texan slave owners purposely withheld the information. On June 19, 1865, Major General Gordon Granger and 2,000 Union troops rode into Galveston, Texas, and told slaves of their freedom. The people of Texas are informed that, in accordance with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free. The joyous, spontaneous celebrations that took place gave birth to Juneteenth. Former slaves gathered on Juneteenth the next year and the year after that. Over the decade, Black communities observed the holiday with festive gatherings and colorful parades. Texas became the first state to make Juneteenth an official holiday in 1980. Since then, 49 states and Washington, D.C. also recognized this holiday. On June 17, 2021, President Joe Biden signed into law a bill commemorating June 19th as Juneteenth National Independence Day. Juneteenth is a celebration of independence, the day all Americans were truly free. In support of our continued constitutional freedom, the United States Border Patrol safeguards the American people and our values, respect for all cultures and equality for all.
Good morning. My name is David Ham. I'm the director of the Border Patrol Museum in El Paso, Texas, and I'm a retired assistant chief from the El Paso sector in 2003. The Border Patrol has a long history in being involved in civil rights activities. Probably the first and most famous was when University of Mississippi, Ole Miss, was directed to enroll the first Black student, James Meredith. The governor of Mississippi denied his entry. The U.S. Marshals showed up with him at the front door and they turned him back. So the Attorney General and Robert Kennedy and the President said he would be enrolled. They deputized 305 Border Patrol agents to participate in what was called Operation Freeway. And it turned into a bloody, very violent demonstration in which I think 78 of those agents were injured, some severely.
James Howard Meredith.
But he was eventually enrolled in Ole Miss and graduated from there. When Martin Luther King had his march, they had, for security reasons, agents participating in that. And also in New Orleans, and there's a Norman Rockwell painting of a young girl, being escorted to an elementary school, and Border Patrol agents were tasked, designated as Deputy U.S. Marshals, to accompany her during her integration and enrollment process. So we've had a long history of working in civil rights events. From what our research has found, the first Black patrol inspector, because he came in at the time when Border Patrol agents were called patrol inspectors, was Paul D. Calloway. And he entered on duty in 1929 in Buffalo, New York. The second person that I want to talk about is Kerry James. Kerry was part of the 107th session of the Border Patrol Academy. He was the largest minority class to go through the Border Patrol Academy. It also had the first females that went through the Border Patrol Academy. In 1996, Carrie became the first black chief patrol agent. In Blaine, Washington, from 1996 until he retired in 2001. That was one thing I really liked about the patrol. It doesn't matter what color your skin is, it's your ability to do the job.
You know, the Border Patrol, I guess, ethos that they go by, all their trainings and courses, a recognition of holidays and also different ethnic backgrounds as well, because they're aware not everybody is the same type of person. They encompass all and bring everyone in. And there's also that sense of camaraderie that you build with people because you're spending every day with them, and in some instances your life may depend on the person to your left and your right.
And you meet a lot of good people. There's good folks all throughout the Border Patrol, but there's a lot of highly driven people in the special operations community. And you come in and man, that motivates you every day. You see other people working hard. I got a team. I get the opportunity to lead a great group of guys over there in the special operations, and they come in working hard every day. I just think you get the opportunity here in this agency to pretty much do whatever suits you. We're big enough to whatever your skill set is, the Border Patrol has a place for you.
Juneteenth means to me a time to reflect on the history of my culture, the resolve and the resilience of our people. And it's a time for me to really tap into the strength that comes from that kind of a history. There are many times that I find myself frustrated and feeling tested and wondering, if the challenge is worth it, what am I getting out of something? And when I consider all of the things that people behind me have gone through and overcome and endured, it makes whatever it is that I'm dealing with in any particular moment seem small and doable and achievable.
Coming into the Border Patrol has been insanely different. I didn't have expectations coming in the door, but I wasn't treated any differently coming in the door at all. Not because, hey, you're a female, you might not be able to do this. No, they want you to push for it, strive for the best. You're gonna do your best here. And let's just say the encouraging individuals I've encountered throughout this entire ordeal has been amazing, to say the least. Juneteenth means to me equality. I'm afforded the same opportunities of other individuals who don't share the same skin color I do, or the same culture that I, have grown up in. And being a part of something much larger that incorporates you and your work ethic says a lot about a job.
Since its inception, the United States Border Patrol has had agents from all walks of life among our ranks. The Border Patrol continues its legacy as a true diversified workforce. Honor first.